How's it going, everybody? It is Maddie here today, and recently I went out to San Francisco, California to play 4 hours of Far Cry 4, and I walked away very impressed. Now, if you're like me, you had some beef with Far Cry 3 and felt it was a tad overrated. Well, I'm here to tell you guys 5 ways that Far Cry 4 vastly improves from Far Cry 3. So, let's get into this. Mind you, this does not go in chronological order, but starting off at number 1 is the Gyrocopter. This thing is so awesome. When I found this thing while messing around at the Ubisoft studio, I was freaking out because this is easily the best way to travel in this game out of all the 18 vehicles you can pick from. It's simple to fly, you're treated to beautiful visuals and incredible draw distances while you're up there. You can get from point A to point B quickly, and also it does help that when you're playing co-op, you can grapple to the bottom of this Gyrocopter and shoot down on people. Mind you, also while you're flying this thing, you can shoot down on your enemies as well. So all in all, it's a very kick-ass vehicle. Since we're talking about the multiplayer stuff, let's move on to the second way this game improves from Far Cry 3, which is the co-op feature. Basically, you can have a friend join your game online, and you can take on outposts together, which return from Far Cry 3. You can climb bell towers, which are the infamous Ubisoft things that you use to climb and unlock collectibles and waypoints on the map. And you can also take on a new multiplayer feature called Fortresses. You can also do this in single player with AI, but it's much more fun online as it adds a new layer of tactics. It's very hard to tackle, and it's just very rewarding once you take it on by yourself or with a friend and you do it all stealth. It's very fun. Now, it's also worth mentioning that all the progress you make in your co-op game, all the bell towers you climb, all the fortresses you complete, all the outposts you liberate, will all be returned to your single-player game. So it's not a separate file. It all returns back to your single-player file. So when your friend gets offline, you can continue on that save file and not lose any progress. So it's overall quite rewarding to go on co-op and just grind out a few outposts or whatever. And it also, like I said, adds a new layer of tactics as you kind of work around an outpost or a fortress and attack at the same time so that you can stealthily complete the mission. It's overall quite fun. Now, there is no co-op campaign or anything, but it's still very fun. Now, number 3 may come off as a cheap one to some, but if you know me, I'm not a graphics guy, but the graphics in this game are incredible. I was playing this on the PlayStation 4, and just the whole time I'm playing this game, I couldn't believe my eyes. The character models were beautifully designed and brought to life. The facial animations were perfect. It was incredible how realistic this game just looked. The lush jungles, or even though I could not make it up to the snowy mountains, I did watch another fellow YouTuber up there, all looked and felt real. When you're in the Gyrocopter and you're flying above all these lands just looking down, the immense draw distance, the beauty of the world is just there, and it's just engrossing, and it sucks you in and invites you, and I just could not get enough of it the whole time I was playing this game. Coming in at number 4 is a vast improvement upon this game and something I want to see transfer into all Ubisoft games, and that's the varied areas. Now, they have beautifully crafted worlds that all look different, do not get me wrong in that regard. But by this, I mean when you climb up the bell towers in this game and you unlock all the waypoints, I was afraid, oh, I'm just going to be chasing down these waypoints. But they're actually labeled areas with cosmetic differences, so each area is different in some regard. So when I'm visiting these areas, it's not, oh, I'm just hunting down the waypoint and that's it. It's just something different and something new to explore, and that's huge. In Far Cry 3, a big issue of mine was I felt like the lush jungle area was repeated over and over and over, and I really wasn't treated to anything different looking throughout the entire game. In this game, areas are different and varied, as I said, and trust me when I say that, for me personally, is huge. Easily my favorite improvement in this game so far. Finally, at number 5, the final way this game improves upon Far Cry 3 is the loads of weapons that you can use for every situation. The weapon selection in this game is massive, especially compared to Far Cry 3. Naturally, returning from Far Cry 3, you can customize little attachments on your guns and paints and all that stuff. But what's awesome is that you have a weapon for every situation, and then there's more upon tons of special weapons in this game. In Far Cry 3, there were a handful of them. In Far Cry 4, there are dozens, and that is an awesome treat in this game, as it shows that though it takes itself seriously, it's also still a video game, and I can still have fun with it. I really enjoyed that I could choose what I wanted to do. Do I want to snipe from a distance? Do I want to stealth approach with my bow? Do I want to just go guns blazing? Who knows? The choice is up to you, and these weapons provide multiple options. So I have to say that these are 5 core reasons why I am incredibly excited now for the full release of Far Cry 4. I hope you guys are excited. Be sure to let me know your thoughts on this game in the comments down below. I'm going to be bringing you guys a little bit more of content for this game. As I told you guys, I played it for 4 hours. Got a bunch of footage for you guys, so get ready. I hope you guys enjoyed. Other than that, stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.